So after my PhD, I progressed and kept researching hepatitis B, and now I'm a group leader researching how to cure hepatitis B. And I do that at the Westmead Institute for Medical Research, which is just in front of Westmead Hospital.
那在我完成了我的博士学位之后呢，我继续研究关于乙肝病毒，尽量去找到一个治愈乙肝的一个药物。那这个是在Westmead 的医疗研究所，也就是在 Westmead 医院的正对面。
So I guess when I was first diagnosed and I looked online, and maybe yourself did this, you see these very, very complicated graphs of what chronic hepatitis B means. So it's very complicated.
那当我也是第一次得知自己这个诊断的时候，我也是在网上做了相关的一些研究，一些查找资料。可能你当时诊断的时候也做出了相似的一个举动。那当我做这个研究的时候，我看到网上的这个非常复杂的一个图表。我也想知道这个图表到底意味着什么。
So what I want to do is simplify it to its most important parts. But first I want to talk about what exactly the hepatitis B virus is.
那他做的这个研究就是他想要呈现出来的就是想要简化这个看似复杂的一个病毒，然后想了解这个乙肝病毒到底是个什么样的病毒。
So what is hepatitis B? Is it even alive or is it dead? So if you put the virus on the table, it won't move, it won't eat, it won't drink. It doesn't do anything like that.
那这个乙肝病毒到底是什么样的病毒呢？它到底是存活的还是死亡的呢？那如果我们把这个病毒放在桌子上面的时候，它根本就不会动它也不会吃东西，它也不会饮食。
So I think the best way to think about this is like if the virus was a seed. So if you have a seed and you put it on the table, exactly the same thing. But when you plant it into the soil, that's when it starts to grow and spread, just like the virus.
那最好的解释它的一个方法就是把这个病毒看作成种子。那如果我们把它放在桌子上，其实就跟我们之前讲到的一样，不能够饮食，不能够动。但是如果我们把这颗种子种在土地里面的话，它会慢慢的生长。
So this is what's happening in the liver. When the seed comes in, this can come through blood contact, as we've talked about before, and it flows through your blood and gets to your liver. It can seed into the liver.
那这个乙型肝炎病毒到底是怎么样进入人体的呢？那是通过血液的一个接触，那这个乙肝病毒呢进入到血液，然后通过血液的一个流动进入到我们的肝脏，以及就开始发芽了，就像种子一样开始发芽。
And then what happens is trees grow from that, and more seeds grow on the trees, and those seeds go on to spread to the other cells in the liver.
那接下来会发生什么事情呢？就是那这些种子呢会生长，那生长完了之后，会有更多的一个种子发生。那这些种子呢会影响到其他我们正常人体的一些细胞。
So this is what's happening at the very start of an infection. A lot of trees are in the liver, but they don't disrupt the ground. Your liver is generally normal, but it's producing a lot of virus, a lot of seeds.
那这个第一个阶段呢，就是血液当中有许多的病毒量，以及这些数目也是很多的。但是我们能看到，这些数目呢，都是在肝脏的一个表浅，都是肝脏的一个表浅的范围，所以它并没有深入到肝脏，所以我们也能看到是没有症状的。
So you will feel maybe completely healthy, but you have a lot of virus in the blood.
那你可能在这个阶段呢，会感觉到和其他人一样非常的健康，但是这个时候你血液中的病毒量是非常高的。
So that lasts for many years, up to 40 years. But eventually, your immune system starts to recognize the virus and tries to get rid of it from the liver.
那刚才我们说的这个第一个阶段呢，可以持续非常长的时间，许多年。那直到你的免疫系统识别了你的乙肝病毒，肝脏内的乙肝病毒。
So as your immune system tries to clear the trees or the virus, it damages the liver as well. And that's when you start to get liver damage and you start to feel sick. But it does mean your virus levels are lower.
那如果我们的免疫系统发挥作用的时候，它就会尽量的去清除这些树，那清除这些病毒，那同时也会对我们的肝脏造成损害。
Eventually, your immune system can clear a lot of the virus, but not all.
那你的免疫细胞你的免疫系统激活之后，会清除大部分的一些病毒，但是不能清除所有的病毒。
So during this phase, we have very low levels of virus in the blood, but it's still there.
那在这个阶段呢，我们血液中的病毒含量是非常的低的，但是没有完全的清除，还在那边。
So what can happen is that you get reinfection. Those seeds that are being produced by those very few trees can infect other cells and you get a flare up of virus.
那这个阶段就是像我们刚才剩下的一些非常少数的乙肝病毒，那会影响到其他的一些肝细胞，那整个一个影响的过程当中，又会使得血液中的病毒含量上升。
So then the immune system again tries to clear it and causes a bit more liver damage.
那当血液中的病毒含量上升的时候，那免疫系统呢又再次被激活，那试着去清除这些病毒，那造成肝脏再次的一个损伤。
And so if you build up enough damage, that can lead to liver cancer and liver cirrhosis. And this is what our lab tries to understand, how liver cancer comes about.
那从此以往呢，就是从之前所有的这些损伤堆积在一起，那你的肝脏呢可能会发生患肝癌以及肝硬化的一个风险。这也就是 Thomas 图他们的机构正在研究的一个方向。
So what are some things we can do? We can treat with antiviral drugs.
那我们能做什么呢？我们可以服用抗病毒的一些药物。
So what this treatment does is stop the trees from producing more seeds. It stops the cells from producing new virus.
那这个抗病毒治疗的目的就是防止这些树木产生更多的一个种子，防止我们的细胞产生更多的一个病毒。
However, we have to keep taking treatment because if you don't, the trees are still there, and as soon as you stop the treatment, more seeds will be produced.
那我们建议定期服药的一个目的就是不能停药的一个目的就是一旦你停止药物，那这些病毒又会再次复燃，那这样造成我们肝脏再一次的一个损伤。
So this is the other research that we're doing, is trying to find ways of permanently getting rid of the trees so that the virus will never come back.
那他们做的其中的一项研究就是找到治愈乙肝的方法，就是去清除这些树木。
So just to link it back to the sorts of blood tests you're taking, Hep B DNA just measures the amount of virus that's being produced in the blood, so like the seeds.
那我们这项 HBV DNA 的指数就是我们血液中的一个病毒的含量，就像这些种子一样。
HBe antigen and anti-HBe are used to understand exactly what's happening in the liver, in your liver.
那这个一抗原以及一抗体呢，就是表明你肝脏到底存在一个，就是理解你肝脏的一个损伤的程度。
When you get a surface antigen, HBsAg test, that measures how many trees there are, how many cells have the virus in them.
那这个表面抗原就是来测量一下你血液当中有多少数目，有多少病毒。
And when you have an anti-HBs test, that's determining if you're protected or not from the virus.
那这个乙肝表面抗体呢，就意味着你是否体内已经有保护，已经清除了病毒。
So that's it for my presentation. I just want to let you know that I have started an online forum so that if you want to talk to other people with hepatitis B, you're free to do so on this platform.
那这一个网络论坛呢，是聚集了乙肝患者以及乙肝相关的一些临床专家。如果你有任何关于乙肝的问题，你可以登录这个论坛去给他们留言。
So I'm also happy now to take any questions you have, but also you can email the other speakers to ask questions as well.
那现在呢，我们所有的讲座呢都已经结束了。那如果大家有什么问题的话，可以开麦提问，又或者可以在聊天区给我们发这个